All right. So, good morning, those of you guys in the West Coast. My name is Marla Lee, and I am here with really an exciting live for you all today. If you're watching, say hi. Where are you watching from? If you are watching this, you have some kind of interest in frame drumming. And, you know, I love to do these grad live interviews when the time of our academy doors are open. So I run this school called Frame Drum Academy. This is our ninth year in season, and we open our doors once a year, and this is it. And in honor of this, because we only open our doors once a year, I love to share it as much as I can because my passion and dharma in the world is to bring joy to the lives of others through the medicine of the frame drum, because it has helped me so much in my life and it continues to help me stay sane. And it's just so incredible to learn. It's an instrument that you can be learning for the rest of your life. It challenges you, and yet it makes you feel so good in your heart. So it's a win-win to learn any kind of instrument. I've been actually playing music since I was 3, and it's really been just such a healing gift in my life, and I just know it can help your lives as well. So today we have interviews of 3 of our amazing grads. I love our students in the academy. They're beautiful souls. Everybody is very supportive of each other. And yes, so it's an honor today to feature these grads. And I just want to let you know that our doors are open right now, and they are open at the early bird rates. And also, if you enroll by tomorrow at midnight, you get 2 free bonuses. So it's a really great time to enroll. But right now, don't worry about enrolling. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stories of our grads. And we will start. Yeah, so we're going to start. The meeting is being live streamed. Okay, there we go. It's early for me, so it's 9 in the morning, but I'm doing good. Hold on, before we bring Marjolaine, we have a lot of people watching. We have MJ. MJ is our other grad that we are going to be interviewing on Instagram at 11 a.m. We have MJ. We have Connie. Hi, Connie. Oh, from Denmark. Nice to see you here. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Patricia. All right. So this lovely grad, Marjolaine, who I said her name wrong for many years until I met her at the Crete retreat, such a beautiful soul. I am so impressed with how she learns. She's a great student. If you ever have her in your courses, you guys will just love how she studies because she's a great student. And she is so musical. She's a music teacher and a pianist, and it comes through in her playing of the frame drum. And her dedication and her playing is just exquisite, and she's been in a lot of our courses. So I thought she would be a perfect person to interview. And we're gonna add you, Marjolaine, and you just want to unmute yourself, please.
So,
So tell me what drew you to the Frame Drum Academy, and what courses have you taken with us?
I think I took all your courses. Before I start, I feel very honored to sit here. I remember watching the grad interviews in 2021, and now I'm sitting here myself. So, yeah, I love it.
Did
Um,
you start with Frame Drum 101? Did you start with Frame
yes,
Drum 101?
I started with 101. Yes. And before that, I actually came through a detour to FDA because I was only used to playing classical keyboard instruments. And I went to a medieval music concert, and that was the first time I heard a frame drum. And
Hmm.
I thought, that shouldn't be too hard to play as well. So I took some courses in medieval percussion, and then I found you on YouTube, and I became very curious. I would about other styles besides classical, and I would love to. I was Yes, I would love to play world music. So I kept myself quiet with your mini course and the Ignite Your Drum Passion and these interviews, and I just couldn't wait to enroll in 101. So I was very happy when the doors finally opened. Yeah.
Wow. I had no, and so since then, Marjolaine, can you share the courses that you've taken with us? Because I didn't know you started with that. That's amazing. That's
Uh,
the chills, actually. That's really wonderful.
well, I started with 101 and didn't take the bundle yet, but later I did 202, and later that year, and after that 303, and all your courses on the several compositions of yours, and with other guest teachers. Yeah,
Wow.
I think I did them all.
Oh, that's so
The
wonderful.
whole, yeah, the whole thing.
So, what was
Mhm.
your favorite thing about learning? What's been your favorite thing about learning in the academy?
Um, at first, I loved working on your compositions.
Hmm.
Then I discovered the energy of um, Middle Eastern rhythms, which make me so feel alive, and also trancy sometimes. I'm very down to earth person, but it has that effect sometimes. So um, yeah, I think those two things. Yeah,
Hmm.
the compositions, especially the compositions of 303 and the traditional Middle Eastern rhythms. And the side effect is also that it developed an interest for countries like Greece and their cultures and Morocco. And next month, actually, I hope to go to Jordan if the political situation permits. Yeah,
Wow. That's
I think it started in FDA, this interest.
you got bit by the bug. We call it you get bit by the drum
Yes,
bug, and it's the bite is
absolutely.
huge. Um, Wonderful. Yes, and would you have any advice for those sitting on the drum fence? Because we have a lot of people right now just kind of curious and like sitting.
Yes.
They call the drum.
Oh, I shouldn't hesitate if I were you. I mean, I did so many, there are many courses on almost any subject, many online courses you can't imagine, but FDA is really one of a kind. I don't exaggerate when I say that it's one of a kind, and the support of this group is extraordinary. And yes, it's and your support, of course, Marla. Your professional way of teaching, your encouraging and stimulating attitude. Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
because I know Marjolein a little bit now, because I've been with her, in the academy for a few years, and also I met her in Greece. We did a private lesson together, and she's a beautiful pianist. And I was like, compose something. And my friend, she composed the most beautiful composition. She made a reel of it, of her playing all the different frame drums and the piano. And she also created a YouTube channel where she shares her drumming. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Um, Marjolaine's Muse.
Ah, I love it.
Marjolein.
I
So
love
not in the Dutch spelling, but
it.
well, I can write it in the chat or
Yeah, you can put it and
I
maybe
will.
yes.
I will.
Um,
Hmm.
and it's just impressive to see you blossom, and shine and it's wonderful and ah um
Yeah, I think, Marla, that maybe my biggest win of all these years is that I was a bit restricted by only playing classical music, which of course has formed me in a positive sense. But now I feel really more free and open to to all kinds of uh, music styles and instruments as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
it's a bless. I feel blessed. Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, I can relate to that because I grew up studying classical music and all I wanted to do was improvise and my teachers wouldn't let me and I did it anyways. And one of the things I love about the frame drum is the freedom in it, So I'm really happy to hear that, and um uh, so I asked everybody, if they wanted to play, and Marjolaine would like to play for you guys. So I'm going to pin you so people can watch you and people can see you. And I want to thank you. It's kind of nerve-wracking playing online, so I'm proud of you. And you know, imagine that everybody's like your brothers and sisters, and we're all here just hanging out by the fire. What would you like to play for us today?
Yes, I would like to play a Moroccan 6/8 rhythm. It's a Sufi kind of thing, and it's passed on by Lane Redmond, the late Lane Redmond. It's basic rhythm with variations. Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I
Hmm.
love your musicality when you play. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And you could have played that for like an hour. We would have loved that. So,
Okay.
Laurie put in the chat box on our live your Facebook. I mean
Oh, thank
your
you, Larry.
YouTube channel, so you guys can hear more of her beautiful muse and playing. And you're getting a bunch of hearts on Facebook right now. So thank you so much. And your students are very lucky to learn from you. I just know you're a fabulous teacher. She teaches piano, and I know she has a lot of students. And
Yes, and my teaching practice is also influenced by you. Yeah.
oh,
I work more with the metronome now, and the
ah,
students really can raise their tempo gradually. Yeah, and I stress the importance of improvisation too.
I'm
Yeah,
getting the chills. That means so that
and you are my role model as as a stimulating and encouraging teacher.
that means so
So
much to me. Thank
I
you.
think I will have to leave you.
Okay, go teach. Bye.
Bye, bye, everyone. Bye, Sonia, and all.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, how are we doing, everybody? We have a whole bunch of people watching. Hello, everybody. Hello, Muriel. Hello, Zowerpow. This man we grew up together. He knew my father. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Maddie. And she says, I'm joining the academy and I'm very excited for the 101 course. Any tips for the newbies? I will talk about the courses after. I'm so happy you joined us. We're going to take questions. Any questions you might have about the Frame Drum Academy courses, you can type it in below and we will answer it at the end of our live. It's so good that you guys are all watching. So I'm excited to share with you introduce our next interviewee. And Anne is a beautiful soul. I met her on our Crete retreat. And I love watching Anne blossom. She is a student that has really blossomed through our courses, and I'm going to let her tell you her story about what she just did. But it's amazing to witness her beautiful courage, with the drumming and the challenges that she faced and how she broke through, and now she's out there in the world sharing her magic. So, Anne, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Anne lives in Sri Lanka, and every time I talk with you, I really hope one day we do a retreat there. I would love to come to Sri Lanka and drum with the monkeys. Um, so, can you share with us what drew you to sign up for the academy? Um,
I had a few darbuka lessons, and then lockdown came along, and I was at home and looking through YouTube as everybody does, and looking for Middle Eastern rhythms, and I kept finding you and a frame drum. And I didn't know what a frame drum was, and I didn't know who you were, but I thought, I like the sound of this. I like the sound of the frame drum. And then I ended up doing your the 5-day IYPD, and that was I really enjoyed doing that. And then I signed up for 101, and then the year after I did 202. I didn't do 303 because I went to Crete, so that was that. But I did revise all of 101 and all of 202 before going to Crete, and
oh,
then
you did. You reviewed the 101
I
and 2.
did
That's
101.
that's 600 videos. You're a crazy lady.
At the end of every week, I made notes and I wrote down the rhythms that I liked, the techniques. I wrote down what video number it was and what part of the course it was. So I've got all those in a small ring binder. So all one side of it is 101, and if I turn the book over, all the other side is 202. I realise, I know you encourage us to keep a diary, but I never did. I'd got hundreds of notes, pages and pages, no dates. I didn't know what they meant afterwards. So I focused and I went through both courses and I notated every single week over the two courses over that summer.
Super student. You get like a super student gold star award.
I'm a real nerd, I do it, and I did. And that my husband used to laugh at me. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just writing down the notes from this week, and I'd be there at the dining table writing all my notes out." So I've notated 101 and 202, and I've just signed up for 303. So I'll be doing that this summer. So really looking forward.
Wow.
Really looking
Wow. That's really wonderful. I didn't know you were such a super student. That's I want to give the super students like badges or something like that. I don't know. That's But it's good, because we do give a lot of content in the courses, and right now we still offer lifetime access. We might not always offer that, but everyone who joins this year and all of our previous students have lifetime access. So it's good to review, because a lot of people rush through it and then they miss a lot of gems. So for all the grads watching, this is a really good tip. You can review, and for all the newbies interested in joining, it's not like you learn it and then it flies away. It's rhythm, and you can always go back to the videos and learn, refresh and um, create binders like Anne did.
They're only small, the little 4x6 tiny things. So
Um,
that
maybe
you
we
don't
could
have.
publish that and have it as like an amendment for our 101. So, what was your favorite thing about studying in the academy? What was something that you enjoyed?
I think your spontaneity. I mean, I bought an online course and I had no idea whether I'd do it. A stale online course with videos that came down that I watched every week and I practiced. And I didn't think I'd complete the course. But then you keep popping up and doing these little live things, and it keeps it alive. You keep it alive, so it's not a boring video download. Just swamped with videos every week. You coming along and then talking, each week, the live chats that you do. I think that really, really makes a difference. It's not a faceless online course. It's Marla and Marla's course, and that is fantastic. In terms of the course, I think learning techniques is great, but putting those techniques into real rhythms, so Middle Eastern rhythms, and actually using those techniques in real rhythms. That really helps. And soulcatu, I just adored soulcatu. I've always loved Indian music.
Ah,
To get an insight into how that's all broken down has just been amazing, really. And also by using soulcatu, how we know what the rhythm is. We don't just learn the strokes, we learn the rhythm. So then you can play different strokes to those rhythms, and that for me that was just magical, just really magical. Really.
I didn't know you were such a Soulkatu geek like me.
Mm.
Soulkatu is what we focus on our module 4. We focus on the art of rhythm, and we use this South Indian system called Soulkatu. When I learned it in college, it changed my life, and it's really wonderful to apply for any kind of instrument you use, not just for frame drums, but it's this incredible science behind rhythms that really breaks it down in such a beautiful way. And were you good at math, Anne? Because, you
I'm
know,
terrible at maths. Terrible at maths.
really,
I'm a wordsmith. I don't do
not geometry and shapes or anything like that, or no?
probably shapes, but not numbers. I just don't do numbers. No.
I feel
I
like there's a
can't.
correlation between geometry or mathematic lovers and Soulkatu lovers. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, takatere kita takadimi takajonu. Um, do you have any advice for those sitting on the fence?
Just do it. I mean, it's real. It's as I've just said. You make it real, and it's all in bite-sized chunks, and we can work through it all. The community is unbelievable. I didn't think that would really be possible to have such a caring community, and it really is. It's supportive. It's just fantastic people. And having met some of them in Greece as well, it's real. They are real people, and
People.
they are just wonderful people. Just fantastic. I can't tell you. No.
Oh, she's talking about our online community. So this is an online course, right? So we have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, and we have beautiful, incredible moderators in there helping you. I'm in there, and we have like all of our grads and students. They all support each other, and it's really great. And I also feel really blessed to have such a wonderful community, attracted to these courses. Um, so Anne, can you tell us what you're doing now with your frame drum passion?
Well, a friend of mine of 20 years standing is the best hand drummer in Sri Lanka, and I've always loved his work, and we've always been friends, but I've never, oh, I don't know, it was his work and we were friends, and they were just two very separate things. And then when I started frame drum, I said to Lal, can we have a few lessons? So I took my frame drum down. In fact, I didn't have a frame drum at the time. I had, I suppose it is a frame drum. It's a Sri Lankan traditional drum. It's a frame drum, but it's not very sensitive around the edges, so you can't do sort of clicks and things around the rim. And we started playing together, and he took an interest in my studies. And I'd go down there and say, what did you do this week? I thought we did this. So we'd practice together. And he absolutely fell in love with the frame drum, so much so that when my real frame drum, my Remo frame drum came, I ended up giving it to him. I'd finished all of 101, and I just didn't have a real frame drum as such, a modern frame drum. And I gave it straight to him because he'd been so good with me. And we carried on the second year, and then I went to Crete last year. And when I came back, he said, I'm thinking about doing some live shows in our town. He said, would you like to play? And I went, no, yes. And I was terrified, but I have now done 3 live shows with him. He opens his show. I'm only a guest, I haven't joined the band, but he does an introduction, and it's 3 frame drums at the beginning, and that's what we do. And I play one of the frame drums. So, and that is just, I'm not a musician, I've got no musical background. And I think what you gave me was able to structure, because these people have played together for 20 years or so, and they all know each other like that. I mean, they're very tight. And then I just came in with no musical experience. I'd never played with a band. I'd played with Lal, but I'd never really played with anyone. And I managed it with your structure. I managed to find my way through their rhythms and be able to, I don't mimic them. I play your rhythms against their things. So, they're my backdrop, if you like. So it's great. It really
How do
is.
you feel when you're playing? You feel good, right? It's scary, but
Numb. Absolutely numb in front of a live audience. It's just, I'm not a performer. But I love being part of the show. I love, I just love all that. And I love it when it's finished and I can watch the rest of the show when they just go into their own thing. But Lal and his band Elephant Foot, they've just been amazing and so welcoming with me as the only woman and as the only white person. You know, nobody makes any allowances for me. And what you gave me, let me. I mean, they're good to me, but they're working. There's no babying. I've just got to get on with it. And you gave me those skills. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Thank
You
you for
guys,
everything.
are you listening to her? This makes me so happy. So
Thank you for everything.
yeah, and when she wrote that, I saw that post. I was just like, I had tears in my. I was really happy for you, you know, because I've watched you just blossom, and now you're out there performing, and it's a beautiful thing to face your fears. You know, life is short, and it feels good to face your fears, and you're bringing joy in the world, drumming and making music, creating music is a wonderful experience, and you know, and I'm so happy you feel confident with that. So,
And we're going to go in the studio this summer. We're going to do one track with frame drums because I've just got another frame drum from Cooperman, and Patrick was very generous and gave me the 10% discount that we had in Crete. But we couldn't get together to get the drum in time. But he gave me the discount, and the drum was waiting for me when I got to London a couple of weeks ago. So it's here. So I love it. So when we get back, we're going to go in the studio and put a track down with frame drums. Yeah.
okay, so a tip before you go in the studio, you know what's important to do? Spend some time with your friend, Mr. Metronome, because when
Yes.
you record, it catches everything. So you really want to make sure that because when you record, they will put, you want to ask for a metronome. So it's good to make sure you practice a little more with that again, just to feel that, and you know, that
Yes.
it's
Thank
really exciting. That you guys, isn't this an exciting story? Okay, we have some people, we have some comments. Yes, you're awesome, Anne. Um, uh, this is wonderful. I'm inspired. She's so dedicated. Wow. Well, we look forward to hearing the song that you're going to record, and maybe you'll come to a tour to California and I can see you guys play. You never know. Thank you, Anne, for taking time. I know she's in London right now visiting her parents. So I appreciate you taking the time. And do you drum for your family? Do you drum for your?
No, they don't like it at all. My dad keeps saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing with that? Where are you going with that?" No. So I have to keep finding a corner, and drumming when there's no one around, and drumming silently. So anyway, and I'm desperate to play this drum. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. I mean, it's just the best. I'm in love.
Wow. Well, we have a student named Laura. She's in London. How many days are you in London for?
I've only got another couple of days, but I'm going to look her up next time.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys will get along well, I think. Um, all right. Well, thank you, Anne. Let's give
Thank
some
you.
hearts and loves to Anne. Thank you so much. It's very inspiring. Your story is super inspiring. So, for those people who are shy, nervous, never performed, but you always maybe were interested in it. Were you ever interested in performing, Anne, or no? No.
No, never, never. I've never envisaged this, and I can't even say it's beyond my wildest dreams. It just was never part of it until January this year.
I'm so proud of you. Wow. Yeah. Can people look up this band on YouTube? Is there a video?
Yeah, that's called Elephant Foot Sri Lanka.
Elephant Foot Sri Lanka.
And my friend his name is Lal Priyanka, and he's an incredible intuitive drummer, just astounding, astounding. And when he plays a frame drum, his drumming has improved with frame drums. It's incredible. The nuances and the sounds you can get from them, incredible. Wow. I'm so lucky to have both of you, him and you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in 303.
I'll be
And
there.
beautiful story.
Thank
And,
you.
and check out the love you're getting in our in the Facebook Live. You're getting a lot of love there. So, our final interviewee, Miss Sonia. This woman is so special. She is creative soul, all in all. And I've also really enjoyed watching Sonia blossom in our academy. Another student who is super dedicated, who is now teaching. She teaches workshops, and she uses the frame drum creatively, very creative in very creative ways. I'd love to hear more about how she uses the frame drum in her life, because I know she's doing all kinds of really beautiful things with it. And Sonia. So this is Sonia. Let's all give some love for Sonia. And I just turned 50, and for my 50th birthday, I challenged my students to compose a rhythm in 50, and Sonia did this gorgeous, gorgeous like video rhythm birthday cake, Solcatu craziness. True genius. I loved it. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And she has a flower on her face just for us. I love it. So tell us,
Oh yeah.
what drew you to sign up for the academy?
But well, lots of things that we heard already before. So definitely you. I was the drum called me first over 20 years ago, and I was with a djembe player, and I was like, fuck, I can't coordinate this. And then I went to play the didgeridoo. Okay, that's all intuitive, all of my mouth. And then lots of years later, in 2018, I saw a duff, the frame drum with the universe of rings inside, and I was like, "That's a dancing drum." I was in a teacher training for getting a five rhythms dance space teacher holder, and so I got one of those drums. A gorgeous woman in Turkey made it for me,
Wow.
and it came to me, and it was too heavy to play in the style like duffs are played. So I had it on my lap, and I looked around. What is it called? I didn't even know what it's called. And then I found one friend and teacher here in my area, and I went to her in the beginning of 2019, and kind of shortly before I stumbled into your YouTube videos, Marla, and they were really so like now I don't feel like that we are meeting all around the world right now. It's kind of okay, so it's the next room there. So I feel very, very close, or very, very humble. I don't know if that's a real word, and I'm not English native speaker.
Your English is great. You're doing great.
But thanks. So that, and I was there like so 2018, and then I got my drum 2019, and then was I signed up for your information packages, like wonderfully coming out newsletters in 2020, and then the pandemic hit, and for me it was more it was really not a frame drum fence, it was a swing. So I just wanted to jump up, but then it was always something. And then I don't know why, but I and I'm kind of surprised that it was late. It was in 2021. I then jumped in. So I took some workshop with you before. It was awesome to just look it up now. It was the long time rhythms, and
Oh,
I still have the COVID rhythm. That was my first go-to learn of it. It was a 2022 beat rhythm. You can still check it out on YouTube. It's really an awesome, sweet thing to learn and to meditate with, and to calm the nervous system down. It's not only in pandemic, it was very useful. It's still going on. So yeah, and then I took a lot of classes with you online before the FDA, and then I jumped in with the 202. I still was like, oh, do I? But it was perfect for me. And I also took the Rhythms of Talk Miriam. I love your compositions too, as Marjorie said. And yeah, and then the Moroccan came, and with your guest teachers, like there was with Quentin, was awesome, and all the Middle Eastern rhythms it was an absolutely new world for me. And at the same, so I can say I don't really like to listen. Maybe I have not that ear for that, but I love to be part of. And then when I play, I love to be part. And then there's an oud next to me playing, or as that's so I'm yeah. Long story
So
short.
it took you a while to dive in, but when you dived in, you jumped in.
Yes, and it's that's then the fence turns from that swing maybe more to a bungee. So I took the 202 twice. I took the
Oh,
Rhythms of Twelve Miriam twice, all the in between, and that yeah, sure, I have it in my box, but it's sure because of you and the community you build around this frame drum family, and this spreads out. I really feel I'm in lots of other also frame drum community here, and we all know each other, and you all know each other, and you respect, and it's really like, okay, yeah, I come from that family, but well, we are cousins from another mother, so we are and kind of all belonging to yeah. So yes, and it's just like this time I can't go for the 303 to because I'm teaching very much. So not only the frame drum, also rhythms and the arts too. So it would yeah,
so
maybe I still would.
I think you should because I don't know when I'm going to offer it again. So, tell me, what was your favorite thing about studying in the academy? One of your favorites.
Yes, you definitely, and the variety of the different styles, and that the clarity and the freedom about it. So I sure can't now. I'm not sure, but I can't tell what is which rhythm when I play it. Yes, and then oh yeah, it was this and that. But it's so it's a huge bibliothèque, and yeah,
Oh, I love that. The clarity and the freedom. I love that analogy. Um, and may you please share with everybody like what you're doing now with your newfound frame drum love? Because it's really beautiful when I see you posting what you're doing. I'm like, she is offering some really cool things in the world. May you please share with us?
yes. So the latest thing is that I'm in a culture orchestra, like it's an project where East meets West, and they're kind of using me or the drum, and I was like, okay, just play the rhythm, and I'm speaking staccato to it to figure out what they are playing. So it's one thing which really it's in my system and it's so useful. I love this learning with that with all the uh, circles I play with. And then yes, I'm offering frame drum circles. Right now I have a women's group. We sure going then with the elements or with Lane's work also. But definitely I can echo my colleagues here before you and your style and this such you in my opinion, I never saw you live, but you are a tiny person, but you are such a big heart. Like
Ah,
it is, and that's yeah, it's impressive, all the love and care, and yeah, I held integrative frame drum circles that are kind of awesome, and then I think more to that what you were asking about. So last year I was asked to offer an exhibition for Iran art and yeah, and I offered Kurdish rhythms drumming in that, and right now I'm more and more drumming in my classes, so I'm DJing and people come to dance 2 hours, and I'm using the drum also to, and they come after like,
did you say you're
oh,
DJing?
you,
Are you DJing?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Why have we never
and
seen
I'm
a
live.
video? We have never seen a
Oh
video.
well, yeah, Well, I'm not recording that because I'm DJing for the five rhythms. It's a conscious movement practice, and it's more a meditation, but very dynamic. And yes, I'm also now drumming with them. And the
Oh,
latest thing was my a former teacher of mine from the art therapist asked me to open an exhibition of 15 artists together, and they had the title "We All Breathe the Same Air." And I opened it. I just thought I had the frame drum as a special effect or something, but then it turns towards that I open it with teaching the elemental strokes like and drumming with it, and then I even was dancing and drumming, but then with the mallet at the same time. Yeah, like for what breath is healthy for us.
and you guys, she's a mother of two, so it's not like she has all this time. I mean, it's amazing that you're doing all this and having being a mom. And I mean, it's and I have to say, I know, being in this field, I love how creative you are with the frame drum. I love it. And this is what's really beautiful about the instrument. It tells you how it wants to be shared in your life. Like everybody uses the frame drum differently. After you get your technique and you get your tools, and then you want to continue with it. Everyone has their own unique voice with it. And I just absolutely love all the beautiful offerings you're doing, and you know, carrying this tradition on. It's an oral tradition. The frame drum is not something that you learn about as a middle school kid, right? In America, we play the recorder. We know about bass drums and marimbas, but we don't know about the frame drum. And you just kind of stumble upon it. And then when you stumble upon it, it just like bites you, and you just need to learn everything about it. And you're a great example of that. And I mean, you just started a few years ago, and now you're already out there sharing and inspiring others. And I just want to thank you for that, because this is really important. And where do you live? Can you tell me where you live?
In Bonn, Germany,
Ah,
close to Cologne,
wow. Yeah.
beautiful riverside to drum on. So yeah.
Oh, yes. And you guys can, Sonia's got some wonderful videos. We have a student YouTube channel. You can just Google Frame Drum Academy student YouTube channel, and she's got some really great, her videos are so creative. I always love your videos. It's just great spirit, beautiful playing, and really it's from the heart. And I want to come to one of your women's circles. I want to come.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's come.
Welcome. They're kind of like, yeah, they're kind of like holy shit. That's kind of my favorite phrase. But yeah, and I love what you said about the drum comes. Oh, I heard the drum comes with the teaching. So it was really that was I didn't saw it like that until now because of the first frame drum. It's actually there in the at the wall there. It was too heavy to play in that upright style. I had to learn how she wanted to be played with, and so that was my introduction to okay, how can this go? And therefore, yeah, I really love the clarity of and you. I hear you always sharing like this is I learned it or and this is how you could do it. But hey, there are different ways. There are even different names and all of it. But and that's yeah what I mean with clarity is so clear, but not restricted at all. Therefore, that's
Yes, it's important.
freedom.
Yeah, yeah, I like that too. Um, Sonia, would you like to play for us?
Yes,
Really?
thanks for asking.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay, I'm gonna get away so people can just watch you. What would you like to share? Oh, and your room is so beautiful. Beautiful room.
Thank you.
Mm.
There's actually also there's a little bit this corner. There's the old skin from that drum in 2020. I had to reskin her.
So you
So
know
that
that it's not good to hang drums on the wall.
yes, I know. I'm always turning her, but it's also that one. It's the only one hanging on the wall, and she has the air tuning inside.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think it broke. So
Ah,
I
okay.
think it's the grandma on the wall, a
The
very, very
grandma,
old.
it's okay. All right.
Yeah. All the other ones are getting turned around there. Yep.
Woohoo! We have lots of hearts coming for you on Facebook.
Woo! So this this actually is an gorgeous Superman. Sure
Mm.
they are. We love them. It's an 18-inch feather white, so it's a little lighter than the other ones. The rusty.
Woo!
So
Okay.
it's
Did you enjoy? I love the clarity of your playing. That was really, really beautiful. Really clear. Yeah, no, really nice sounding strokes and really fluid and she started with an open rhythm and then she filled it in and it was beautiful. You got an A plus.
it was actually it's the so-called Nubian rhythm. It
hmm
just popped out when I heard my colleague speaking here, an 8 beat. So
Well,
thank
thank you
you.
so much, Sonia, for sharing your magic. You got claps and smiles and hearts, and that was lovely. Thank you. Um, Messages for you on our little live here, and please keep sharing the drum love with your community. Promise?
I will
Yeah.
definitely.
Yep.
So
Yeah. And I hope
thank
to see you
you.
in 303 this year if you hear the call or if you can, manage it, would be great.
And until when are the doors open?
Well,
So I
they're
know
open now,
open.
and we have our early bird running for all of the courses until the 6th of June. So, and then our doors close on the 12th of June, and class starts on the 16th of June. So there's some time to join and still get the early bird pricing. Yeah, yeah, and I love this background. This is so beautiful. I really try to get mine to have a nice background. It just doesn't work, So this is it. This is real. There's no zoom, any filters. But yours is like so nice. I feel like I'm in a forest and like it's like gorgeous. Anyways,
Yeah. If you would see all the other part of this room, you will be in a jungle.
yeah.
So
Oh, wonderful.
very welcome.
Well, make sure Marjolein too. Not Marjolein. Make sure Sonia, I called you Marjolein, to look at the messages here on our live stream because you got some love and I really appreciate your sharing and I think that the people learning from you are really lucky. I can tell you're a fabulous teacher. I
Hmm.
can tell you are and one day I want to take one of your classes.
Ooh.
Woo! And do us a favor. So when you're doing your DJing with the drumming, if you could ever video that, we would love to see it. I would love to see it if that feels comfortable. I don't know if you could ever do that, but that would be really cool.
Okay. Okay.
So what we do a lot in the academy in our private group is we ask our students to share what they're doing, and so she might not want to share it publicly on Facebook, but it's a private group, so it can stay really close with us, but it's inspiring. It's super inspiring hearing you doing that. So um, thank you so much, Sonia. Let's give her some love.
Yeah. Thank you all. Bye. And swing off the fence.
We know the fence. So we're going to stay on it just a little bit longer, and I'm going to just talk a little bit more about the courses. Um, and if you have any questions, this is the time to ask me. And if you catch this after the live ends, I know it's pretty early for us in the Pacific time zone. You can DM me or email me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. So we currently offer, we have a lot of courses we're offering right now, actually. We have Frame Drum 101 and Frame Drum 202, and these are our signature courses. And each course is 4 month, it's a 4 month training course, and they're 4 modules long. And module 1, we learn to play the frame drum in the freehand style, which is the one style where we play the drum between our legs. And in module 2, we learn the lap style. In module 3 is the upright. And module 4 is all about the fabulous world of rhythm and improvisation using the system from South India called Solkatu that you heard everybody in the interviews talk about. It's an incredible system to learn about, and it helps me not only in my frame drumming, it helps me in my flute playing and in my musicianship. It's a great tool for any kind of musician to learn. So if you play other instruments, it will help you in that as well. So we have 4 modules, and these are the topics that we cover. And how this works is that each week for 16 weeks, you receive a video download series on Sundays. And my teachers always taught me a lot. They always gave me a lot of content. And so this is what I like to do with my students. So you guys get a lot of videos in our courses. So each week you get, sometimes you get 8, sometimes you get 20 videos. You get a lot of videos. And each week you have a homework assignment. And right now all of our videos are downloadable. So you can download your videos if you're traveling. And yes, so we also encourage our students to share their homework in our Facebook group. We have moderators there to support you if you have any questions. I'm also in there, and I also have 4 live Q&A calls, so we can talk, in real time that way. So for 16 weeks, you are getting all these beautiful gems of videos in your inbox, and we also, on top of that, have 8 bonuses. And one of our bonuses is a module on drumming and wellness. So that's something that is really important to me, is the connection of spirituality and drumming. And drumming has helped me so much in my life, and it's helped so many of my students, and it's been used for thousands of years as a tool for healing. And so in this bonus training, we have all these articles about the health benefits of drumming. It's so good for the cognitive brain. It's good for depression, anxiety. There's all these articles, where we can learn more about the health benefits of drumming. There's also yoga practices in there, hand stretches, really beautiful, soothing exercises you can do, because drumming is a physical sport. So you need to stretch your body too. So that's one of our bonuses. We have a bonus module of masterclass replays from people like one of my main mentors, Glenn Velez, Christine Stevens. We have a masterclass replay from Jim Santiowen, who is a South Indian music specialist. And then we have a live masterclass actually with Patrick Cooperman, where we learn all about the drums and how, what size to get, how to take care of the drums. And then we have another bonus featuring drum rhythms and chants. And this is a really special bonus featuring a lot of our grads. They contributed videos. We have a voice lesson video in there. We have all these videos on rhythms with the sacred chants. I love this bonus module. So, and then we have our private Facebook group. We have 4 live Q&A calls with me. So there are lots of goodies for you guys. It's not just, as you heard in the interviews, it's not just a course that just like sits in your inbox. It's a very active course. I know it's online. I know everyone wants in person, but we really have a lot of interaction with you. And all of the video lessons are on our website. So if you're not really a Facebook person, you don't have to be a Facebook person, right? You can learn our courses directly through our websites. And a lot of our students who are not Facebook people, they actually join Facebook just to be in our group because it's a great place to be. And yeah, so you have lifetime access. So I give you guys a lot of videos and you have lifetime access. So, a lot of people in the beginning, they feel like they have to catch up with everybody, but there's nobody to catch up with. It's really about learning at your own pace. And that's important for me as a teacher because I don't want you to feel rushed learning because this is an instrument that it's like you need time with it. It takes time to get the strokes right and feel comfortable with it. And then I really want you to be able to feel that and not feel rushed. So please know, I know it sounds like a lot getting all these videos, but you do have lifetime access. So yes. And let's see what else is there about our course. Yeah, it's really user friendly. So we signed up last year. I think I signed up an 84-year-old woman. I think she was 84 or 86, and she was able to use the technology on the website. So it's not very complicated to use. And one of the special benefits about our courses is our support by Cooperman Drum Company. So they are our sponsor, and they offer a 10% discount for up to 2 drums for all of our students. And this is wonderful because they're really beautiful drums. They're handmade and they last forever. This is actually one of my first drums I got from them. And look at what great shape it's in. So we want to thank you, Cooperman, for being a sponsor. So I just want to talk a little bit more about the courses, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me. And if you're watching the live after and you have a question, you can just DM me. So we have 101. Who is 101 for? 101 is for the complete newbie. How many complete newbies do we have watching this right now? It's a great course to start your journey with. I really take you slowly, learning the strokes, learning how to understand rhythm. I'm a big stickler of using the metronome. I grew up classically trained, and metronome is just something I've been using my whole life, and it's a really important tool, especially for a drummer to play in time. It's an important tool for any kind of musician to play in time. And so we really work with the metronome a lot, and it's a great beginner's course. These courses are like college level courses with a spiritual twist. They're really comprehensive, and so 101 is for students with no experience up to about a year experience. And if you have drumming experience of another instrument, say you play djembe or something like that, I still recommend you start with 101. But students who do have experience, if you start with 101 and it's too easy for you, you are welcome to switch to 202, as long as the switch is done within the first month of the downloads. So, and likewise, if you do 202 and it's too challenging, you're welcome to switch to 101 within the first month. So I'd love to know, watching, what level are you guys? Who's watching with us today? What level are you when you're playing? I'd love to know. I'm very, very new. Oh, we like you, very, very new, Connie. So, okay, 202 is for our intermediate levels, and it's for people with 1 to 2 year, with 1 year of playing, 1 to 2 years of playing. And this is also a very, very rich course. And then we have, for people with 2 to 3 years of experience, we are now opening it up to the public, our 303 course. And the 303 course is the advanced course. And this is a 7-class replay course, 2 hour, I think there were hour-and-a-half classes or 2-hour classes. And then there's an additional about 38 little mini videos on top of there with compositions, and they focus on all the different styles. So they really go sequentially, 101, 202, and 303. We definitely build upon each other. So yeah, and it's a great course. I started offering that last year. And then we also have, for the more experienced drummer, we have Learn the Rhythms of the Toph Miriam. So this is a 5-class live training where you learn the rhythms of the song and compose, the rhythms of Tov Miriam. And it's a challenging piece. It'll get you jamming in odd meters, improvising in odd meters, long time cycles, and it's a lot of fun. So all of these courses are currently available at our early bird pricing. And if you join Frame Drum 101 and 202, we have two huge bonuses we're offering that fly away tomorrow at midnight, Friday at midnight. And bonus number one is our Takapa drum and chant course. This is a 19 video course that teaches you more about how to play in the freehand style, and we learn some chanting. It's really one of my favorite courses. And then we have the other bonus is the Zarafat course, and this is a beautiful 13-beat mystical rhythm that you learn to play, and that's an 8-video training course. So all of that comes for free if you sign up before midnight tomorrow. And if you miss that, you still can enroll at our early bird pricing, and you save $150 off our 101 and 202 courses, or you save $349 off the bundle. So it's a really great time to join. And for the more advanced courses, we also are offering 2 bonuses if you sign up before the end of our early bird. And we're also offering early bird for those as well. So all in all, it's a great time to join if you hear the call. And Suzanne, right, you just signed up for 202. Denise, you did 303. Yay, nice to see all you guys here. MJ, 303. A wonderful live. Thank you, Denise, for joining us. Yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit more about the world that we're living in and how crazy it is. And how it's just really important to have tools in your toolbox for sanity, for healing, for calmness, for inner peace. We have seen such chaos in our world in the past few years. We lived through the pandemic and the war that's continuing to happen, all over, places all over the world, people dying, innocent people being dying, innocent people being killed, hate, anger, prejudice, it's crazy out there. So the drum, it's like my protector, and it's really such a gift. So if you're looking to sink your teeth into something, sink your heart into something that will fill you, and be good for you, I recommend try drumming. We offer a refund policy for all of our courses. Give yourself this gift. It's really a beautiful gift. And what I also really like about playing the frame drum, it's something that I can enjoy by myself. And it's also something that I can share with others. I go to a party, oh, let's drum together. I have people over. Okay, let's not watch Netflix, or if you have kids and family, let's not watch Netflix tonight. Let's drum together. Wow. We have some of our students drum with their kids. Oh, it just warms my heart when I see these little kids drumming. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Love it. There's a great video on our YouTube channel of, there are a couple of actually great videos on our student YouTube channel of our mamas drumming with their kids. Come on. Or they're drumming with their parents, right? So, it's a gift that you can give yourself, and you can also give your family and your community. So win-win, win-win, and not to mention all of the health benefits. So, well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining this live. And Denise writes, the drum is a good leveler. My go-to in times of stress. Yeah, it's my go-to in times of stress too, for sure. I want to thank our interviewees, Marjolaine and Sonia, for their time, and I loved hearing their stories. I just told them the questions I might be asking, and I had no idea what any of them were going to say, but I've been watching them. I watch our students, I love to see what they're up to, and I just love seeing what they post and what they're doing, and I'm so proud of all of our grads. If you're a grad watching, I'm proud of you. And we have one more grad interview today for MJ, and that's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific on my Instagram page, Marla Lee Music. So if you want to hop on over there and listen to MJ's story. And if you have any questions about our academy, please email me if I didn't answer it here. And if you hear the call, come join us. I hope to see you guys in class. And I want to end on a meditation. So if you are watching and you have a drum, please gather a drum. And if you don't have a drum, just tap on your heart. I'd love to close with a drumming meditation for peace, inner peace, and outer peace. So take a moment, close your eyes. Feel your sit bones on the earth. If you're sitting on a chair, feel your feet planted to the earth. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Focus on the heart. Focus on peace in the heart. Feeling peace in the heart. And now let's bring that peace from the heart into the world. Spreading peace, kindness, compassion. And let's bring that now into our fingertips and offer it up as a prayer. What kind of rhythms would like to come out? I'm going to start with a heartbeat because I like to start with the heartbeat. Da, 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 da. So you can join me on just the heartbeat, or you can improvise off this. What do your fingers want to dance to today? For peace. What kind of rhythms for peace do you feel like sharing? Make it really simple. You can pick a rhythm. Whatever wants to come out, let it come out. Get quieter. And everyone join me on the heartbeat. Send out the blessings. Thank you all for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you in the class of 2024. Wishing you all a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us live, everybody. Bye-bye.